everyone, it's Jenny. I'm back with another project share for this release of Sister Stamps. And I just wanted to start off by telling everybody Happy Halloween! Um, I am working on my costume now because this is pre recorded before Halloween, but I'm hoping it's gonna come out pretty awesome. Anyway, back to what I'm supposed to be talking about, which is finishing up on our Sister Stamps releases. And I just wanted to share with you one more project. And this is another calendar. I think I told you in my first video that I would be featuring a lot of calendars on this release. And it's mainly because I'm working on some craft fair projects for the upcoming craft fair season. And this is just a different type of calendar that I'm featuring today. So before I go into that, I just wanted to make sure that you folks are checking out all of our guest designer, who is Christine or Lelo Scrapper here on YouTube. Hi, Christine, and hi, Tichan. They're gonna be featuring our new images as well, and along with our newest permanent design team member, which is Rena Scrapstress. Hi, Rena! Thank you so much for helping us with our future releases and this release. So we look forward to seeing what they come up with our new images. Anyway, and then don't forget to check out Debbie and Eva, and Linda's taking a little break this time, so we'll catch up with her in next year when we start featuring our new releases again. Anyway, back to my project. So again, I'm featuring our little friend here, Mitsuyo. She's so cute, and her friend, the crane, the dancing crane. And this is, I don't even know what you call this. I call it a hanging wall calendar, but it's actually like more like a stepladder kind of look. So if you open it up, it hangs, obviously, it hangs on like a tack or something that you have on the wall. And then you open it up and it features all the different months. So this is pretty much the first type of calendar that I've made myself that I've actually started to sell. And you should have seen my first ones. Oh my god, they were really bad. They were like, I tried to make like each month had like a theme, and it was like, January was like a snowman, and February was like a Valentine's Day, and then it was so time consuming to do one calendar, but people really liked it. So I started selling it and I would give it away for Christmas. And then it just became too much for me to do. And I started to simplify it, and then I started to change things up. And I actually like this newest design the best. It's kind of evolved over the years, and now what I tend to do more is I'll pick just one paper that I want to feature. So in this case, it's more of a black paper with a lot of gold accents, and there's some other texture here, but it's basically, if you look closely, you can see that it's like a crane, a gold crane pattern. Yeah, and so I chose it to go with this image because obviously there's a crane here. And I just did it as the background paper throughout the whole calendar. So this, I can't remember. I think it's a 3 by 7 is the biggest size. So I started with a piece of black cardstock, and then I layered it maybe about a 1/4 inch smaller with the gold, and then another 1/4 inch smaller with the washi. And then each these are those rip-off calendars. So every one I mounted, and then I lined them up so that they were next to each other. And before, what I used to do is I would have 1 month on um, every panel, and then I would have like a image and like the name of the month. But now, and then they would have to flip it over for the other 6 months. But now I find it nicer to just have both months on the same panel, so they don't have to flip it over at the end of at the end of June. So anyway, that's why I like this particular pattern, or I guess the way that I do it now, this design better. So let me just kind of start with it. And if you look on the back, I also covered the back of it with another piece of black cardstock. So it does take up quite a bit of paper. What I do, the reason why I do that is so that it'll hide the ribbon in between. You can sandwich the ribbon in between the layers of cardstock. So if you want to see like a tutorial on how I do this, leave me a comment below. I'm not sure if I can totally explain it, but I guess I could try. It's actually not that difficult. It's just a lot of work and it's a lot of paper. So it is kind of costly to make. And it is time consuming, but once you get it all done, it does come out pretty nice and people really like it. So, anyway, I'll leave that up to you folks. I gotta say, I cannot take credit for the initial design of this calendar. I did see a sample of it at Stamps and Memories, which is also one of our vendors. One of our retailers. They have a store in Aiea in Honolulu, and they had one of these types of calendars featured like years and years and years ago, and I loved it, and I tried to duplicate it on my own, and now this is what I came up with. So after layering all the cardstock and designing the top panel, so you're gonna make a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 panels, and the top one will just be for your title, just like, which for mine it's 2015, and then I add the image, and then these will just be reserved for the different months. Yeah, okay. And then what you do is you sandwich you tape on the back of these. So I flip it over. On the back, I tape the ribbon and I space it out accordingly. And then on the back, to sandwich it out, I put black cardstock. And then that kind of, what is it called? It hides it or it finishes it up nicely. So anyway, that's my project share for today. I hope you like it, and I hope it inspires you to try and create one of these on your own one day. It's actually not that bad. I taught a class on it a while ago, but it's very unique, and not a whole lot of people will make it because, again, it is very time consuming. But now that I think I've simplified it, I used to have, like, again, images on every panel, and that's just too time consuming. So now what I do is I just feature one of them somewhere on the calendar. So I have a whole bunch more that maybe I'll share in a separate video, but I just wanted to feature this one because this is one of our new images coming out this year. And it's the perfect size for this type of calendar. Although it does come off the edge, it does give it a little bit more character when it does that. So I do like it. And what I did was I used foam tape to attach it so that it kind of comes up off of the 2015, because the 2015 is quite large here. But I didn't want to use a really small one because I thought that it was better for this to fill up the whole panel than to have a really tiny itty bitty one. Okay, I think that is all that I have to share for today. Don't forget to go check out all of our designers and see what they come up with for this release, and give them some love. And don't forget to check out your retailers to see if they have our new images in. If you have any questions, leave me a comment down below. Hopefully you didn't forget to enter into our blog candy giveaway. So if you haven't, go back to the Sister Stamps blog, which is sisterstamps.blogspot.com. And make sure you leave a comment on each individual introductory post, because I will be pulling a name from all of those entries, and then we'll announce the winner here on YouTube, if my internet connection is up and running, or and on the blog. So just make sure that you keep a lookout for all of that. Until next time, I will see you in the next video. Bye!